Tell me you saw that. There's talk of these skies driving men mad.
Otto.
The realm? As long as you look past the fact storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle. Sent an owl out.
Do you have any...
Well, that depends.
All right, fine. What do you suggest?
Oh, no, could be. Could...
How is it that everyone... Not that you are to blame.
I'm sorry, I could...
My countrymen are...
I hope so.
Look at us. Tempting though it may be.
You believe this?
I don't know.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces, now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off-storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best without the protection of then.
Which is only ever
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves. But pitchfork should the king of Waloed...
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies. That, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer. And on the sixth day, did the gods tear... But I dare say you...
You think they're connected?
Well...
There is nothing divine about it.
Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical... Had I the Journal of Moss the... You will forgive me, I...
Certainly not. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Knowledge hoarded is... I have quite the find for you today. If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Clive,
Only one.
we had as many owls arrive while you were at the show. Martha's got a Akashic app.
And don't forget Dallimhill.
When it rains...
And even if I could get word to all of it, which means...
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
First, we find Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
Ghosts? No wall won't stop.
But you can.
My lord. Milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes. Like a Kashik, but different. They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Ultimus thralls. And what of your mistress?
Oh, no.
Then we'll look for her there.
We could leave.
The two soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
What could do that to a man?
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me, and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, in case you have, but more than that, your sisters, so you have a choice.
Should this here?
What we have left.
Not if we don't act.
I'll have a word with them.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider is where the creatures came from. The way the survivors speak of them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
We'll talk to the survivors. You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family and a pack of them glowing.
Leave that to us.
My family.
Don't leave me, Pa.
I'm sorry, darling.
That thing, it took off the captain's head.
Did you see the creatures that attacked?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed more when...
It's all right. Just rest now.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
You saw those soldiers. You saw their wounds.
It was all they could do to escape. They just left the bodies there in the flood.
Good girl.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Clive, look.
I see them. With me.
should I prime?
Save your strength. To me, Blade! All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. This one. Torgal, kill! Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Nice try. All yours, Torgal. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill! Torgal, kill! Slow. Torgal, kill! Help me, boy. Now, Torgal! Nice try. All yours, Torgal. Get him. Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal. Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! All right! This one. Now, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Too slow. Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal. Help me, boy.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes.
Philippe here has confirmed.
It's not the most selfless. Now me and the people I love. Now, if you don't mind, right?
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to, but it has solved one. And that's one fewer.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help.
We're on our way.
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
No use calling Ambrosia now.
Not a chance.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Clive, wounded.
We deal with the Akashic first.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my...
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for...
Wade's men? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scout.
Did he? Take your wounded back to the... Martha will see you're looked up.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell. The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making
And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes...
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them, but we didn't know there would be so many.
Behind you!
Damn it! We need to get the injured to...
Do you think we can hold...
We can certainly...
Always.
Then...
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
And yet again, you've pulled...
You've never been one.
I see you're all in one.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookouts saw smoke.
A second hawk.
Feel like finishing.
Always.
Jill and I will make. You'll need to move the injured without.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my...
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Something's coming.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round, so wait. Shall we? Do you see any?
No. I think that was...
What did you find out there?
The same as so.
Well, hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned.
It was a hard-fought victory. It's not a matter of...
What do you say? Murdoch.
Oh, he did... Well, go on, then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, so... If I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
And spending time in the company of...
My Aunt Hannah wants... You have a company... And I would sooner serve... not that so... It's all right. There is only so much the boy can learn from me.
But...
You were a...
I would not have it any other way.
Sid. Should I be worried?
Jill.
All lies, I'm
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although...
Any idea where they...
The desert's a big place, but the fact is...
What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just... And at this... I've tried
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think?
What?
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
You wouldn't talk like that. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food, and you cannot fill empty belly.
But what happens when they...
That's enough. Both of any more of this, and I'll come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness isn't... The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's... These are cursed skies. The darkness or an entire city...
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to...
I hope so.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger...
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods.
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves.
That sounds like a recipe.
A recipe for disaster. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie, it may still be possible to make them... before presenting...
And that would be?
To pool our resources...
When all that fear...
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit.
As you wish.
Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. Conrad.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you...
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't...
True as the crystals, nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be granted we have a few boys left. If it's...
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest, that a band of beardless youth...
Absolutely not. Will...
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, milady.
I mean, it may still be possible to buy some. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious...
Lord Underhill.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost...
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of, but it is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors, which means that now, more than ever, we will need our humble town.
All right, if it will help to protect my home. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good, merely that it produced the desired effect. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely...
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Nat with time. They may even learn.
Time no longer appears.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalamil as we speak. All of them.
You're not sick.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalamil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
The women folk have come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
It's all yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Too slow.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Alamil.
We all saved Alamil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment. Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Where did you learn to swing
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
Can't.
What's the matter?
Oh, I'd go and look for load.
I'll see what I can do.
I wouldn't.
All right.
Not trying to clean all this up.
I've never even forged a button. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past.
Either. Sorry, I'm Sava, soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this. People are buying up. He wants me to make a car. I don't suppose.
I'm afraid not.
Never mind.
I could give you a...
I'd be a...
So...
Good question. And then there's this...
The way I see it, we need info...
You're right now. There's plenty of... They're bound to... All right. I'll talk to...
All right.
Let's hope this...
Slubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Welcome, sir.
A question. I need to know...
You a blacksmith?
Something.
Fair enough. First and foremost, give me a blade which can slice through anything.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
No, darling.
The
There
gentleman
he
of
is.
the town guard.
The man who's... the baths grow more bearable by the moment.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened...
Not what I expect.
That's not to say but I burdened you with my what... Right. It's high...
If you ever do that again, I'll whip you to within an inch of your life.
What is it?
Sorry.
Hunter?
I have a question.
Oh. Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Your knife snaps at...
Thank you.
All business.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and... hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
So, you learn anything useful?
Only that a blade should be durable.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy, and they do his
So we're no better off than when we start. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark, but that can't be right. No. We must be missing something.
No doubt you're right. I have to make a start.
Agreed.
Right. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light, meaning someone...
Is there no one else you can turn to?
The other apprentices know better. A merchant. I bet she'd know it.
Any luck? What will you be...
Well, I asked her.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, they're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knife, but adamantite ore is...
And it's beyond...
unique to Ash. Are there any...
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you, but he would have known that it would either be too heavy...
If it's cheap metal you're using. Folk first settled Dalam, and if you know the...
Bloody hell! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all...
Limestone? Fine. Besides...
You'll have no trouble finding limestone.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back...
Right you are. So, do you crush her?
One rock looks a lot...
Dalamil's saved. And with...
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
You are one of the good ones. You and that merchant both. She's got now. Times. That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalamil. Her spirit.
It's a fine-looking blade.
That sounds like my cue.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
But
what do I... It's sharp-ish, and it's heavy. Heavier than it should. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but it looks like someone paid a visit to the limestone. Was a step in the right direction, granted.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
Next question. How much do you think I would charge?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a...
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cook's Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sav.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil.
I will. What would you do if...
I'd do what I always do. Ask if it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds it. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman...
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without so much for the Forge Master's writ. The spirit of Dalamil, meaning...
You've passed your test.
And when I do, I'll...
Come on. Straight home now. Those who kill for sport deserve no better. Thanks, girl. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find...
It's certainly not a bake. Time was...
I take it you missed...
I hated her. I had to trade my... She was the only... And now she's gone. What am I supposed... Recapture it? You know, you might just be... I have to get back to the bed.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
Ah, though I worry you.
Just look at it. Up her steepled peaks. True. And look, inside. Master, I have...
Well, if it take... not only is my... I don't know how you did it. Now...
Was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs. This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
All yours, Torgal!
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, unwanted violence.
Well, you're looking for scorpion tails. Mom used to chuck them in the pot, and even if they were...
Do the
I dare say they do.
Thank you.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Ambrosia won't help me here. This is no time to ride.
Ready, go? Yeah!
Come on. Let's see if they're damp enough for walking beards. Size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. He wasn't being attracted to the flowers, though. Bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've gone to this one. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. Come on.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth. I can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home. Let's go. Faster! Scorpions. At least I know what I'm up against. Torgal, kill! All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! I better get this back to Yvonne before... It goes bad.
You expect me to work with the stuff?
Well? Find is one way.
Ugh. I'll go. Yeah. Simon.
They'd give us new clothes.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
this fuss over a few dark clouds? You think the people here...
Here.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's a lovely bit of kit. Problem is, which is why.
I imagined.
Proper.
So what exactly?
Nothing but bomb ash. Gave me a sample. You pour the blackest so. I did. And do you know what I found?
I take it that...
I would have gone myself.
All right.
Thank you kindly. I've tried to find us.
They said they'd give us new clothes.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
I hope you didn't have too much.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes.
You'll do fine. Talia trusts you.
Thank you. The brand is more one, and
they toil, and yet they're willing.
It's natural. Thank you for help.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite.
Did you find our...
I did indeed.
Marvellous! Let's see.
You wouldn't be wrong.
I present. Grab a spoon, Sid.
I'm, not hungry.
Well, it'll be too late once I've licked the Odin's teeth! What an assault on a scent! And yet, It takes a moment to recover from such an onslaught.
You're, welcome.
I must share this gift. A single mouthful, and Molly will be...
I'm...
It is rare that we see you...
I found your flowers.
Yes. Did you have any trouble, Luke?
Finding them was the easy part. I don't remember these flowers. If the petals are meant, it's possible that the core Physicas group...
If the ducal healers were convinced of their property... Oh, allow me to use... I need only a moment to... A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least...
Good day to you.
If we've no crystals to keep the cats cold...
The mark? It's in Northreach, are as bare as a newborn's arse. We won't be finding any weapons there.
Then we'll need to find them somewhere else.
We had to dig a new cellar.
Ah.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot, rustlings in the... It may be no more. Given what I hope...
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the...
All right. I will.
Hello, Sid. Could there be any truth to these rumors, do you think?
I don't doubt that people heard or saw something. As to what it was, there's only one way to find out.
Let it be over, sweet wine.
Excuse me.
Nah, not me. I'm here most days, don't worry.
All right.
You right, Sid?
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy fig.
Oh, that. I heard the rumors, mine.
All right.
Mum, why is the sun still hiding?
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious...
No. In Lawbert was out foraging...
I see.
Get me back on my
Thanks,
feet.
Cal.
I'll tear those bastards' heads off.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about.
Doris sent me to
I sent her on it.
Well, I'm hearing it.
Only some.
You made the right...
The goblin?
You have to...
And please...
I won't let that. Don't thank me, Jack. Ready, go? Run like the wind. They're trying to get into the carriage.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors?
Why should we?
Freedom. This man. Thank you. The Imperial Army must have tired of their pets. But if they won't feed them...
Damn bird's a menace!
She meant nothing by it. Where?
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they're hardly damaged at all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
But it was you.
Only after that feather I demand.
These goods are expected.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Bocklad, would you?
I am. But did someone from the market send you?
So the fool has Oi! Killer!
I told you not to come. As I told one of your...
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Calling me that.
trial.
Did he hurt you?
No. He seemed intent on letting the bandit... Our shipment is...
We can speak of that once you're...
Now, if you don't...
You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the... I've also added a few extra lengths of our free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist.
That's that done then. You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shield. Here.
What are they doing here?
What is it to you? It's not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here and die.
All yours, Torgal! Now, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! All yours, Torgal! Kill!
Why would the black sheep...
Clive.
I found some black...
Though this, damn it all. And
I'm sorry. Who did the black...
the former...
I don't know. What?
And fighted ice and throughout. So I was a fool. A means of his response. And he... So I trapped the man with money. And so I saw... and of course, seen... we know where...
Quentin.
Our time... My friends and...
Clark.
Don't worry. I believe this will...
What's this? If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. I can always return them.
Oh, speaking of which...
I don't know.
Clive, sorry again for sending you all that way. But you did get my order, didn't you?
Don't worry. I have it. I believe this will more than satisfy your needs.
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. For services rendered. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use. Speaking of which one's most to your liking?
I don't know. This one, I suppose.
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but when my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territories, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn it down.
We'll see, I suppose.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen.
Tell me you saw that.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decision.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you command. No one without sever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death but I'm a Cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this.
Here you are. You earned this. Here you are. You earned this. Here you are. All in good time, eh? Hasn't been delivered yet, I'm afraid. Come again. I may have more for you.
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at...
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. The nations are still in chaos.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was gonna happen. Well, not the bleeding skies. Now's the time.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you. Even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua. Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said it'd be made of linen.
What am I gonna... Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more discomposed than usual.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm in a bit of a muddle. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble, and she's...
It's all right. You can tell me.
There was a trader came by. One of our usuals, like... Said he'd heard some rotten rumours about her down Dallimil Way. Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, she's fond of a chance to make a coin or two, aye, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not the kind who go hurting people who haven't done out. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but I'm scared she'll give us a tongue lashing. She'd never give your tongue a lashing, though, would she?
Don't worry. I'll speak to her.
Oh, thanks, Clive. You'll let me know what she says, won't you?
Of course. I'm sure it's all just a misunderstanding. Lady Karen.
Not nearly as foul as the weather. Can't complain. Wait. What exactly are you getting at? Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs.
Just asking. All right.
Oh. Are you?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalimil has been spreading word to that effect.
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of innocents, do you? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when I turned a blind eye to the wretchedness of the world so I could line my pocket. But that woman is no more. And you'd know that if you'd ever paid the slightest bit of notice.
You're right, Lady Karen. I apologize. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
Aye, it was. Now, I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing your do-gooding finger at a poor old woman.
Of course. Good day.
It seems the hideaway is blasted book. Here, you put me in this situation.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for? I'm not much of a cook.
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is a little of your time, right? Oh, and perhaps your sword. You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, despite the look of the thing, and that awful stench, people wolf it down. So I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself. Had a peek at the book and gave it a go, but, well...
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blimmin' kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. And I would be... So, what's on...
A fried mortress of skyworm. That's one heck of a name, innit? Recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Thought I'd followed it to a T. Only, turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not, given the rancid mess they made.
Ivan said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries. Who's to say the ingredients even exist anymore?
Wow. That's a question for a scholar, wouldn't you say? Perhaps you know of one? Kindly old fella who haunts the shelves, maybe?
Fine. I'll go and speak to Harpocrates. Perhaps he'll know something. And if he does, I'll see if I can find your ingredients for you.
You do that. Lest we forget, you've got a reputation to uphold. I thought I had it all worked out, but I'm buggered if I know where to find skyworm livers and drake's mint. Best hope everyone's favourite know-it-all can help us, eh?
I spoke with Lady...
What did she say?
That the rumors were unfounded, and that I was a fool for thinking they might hold any truth, along with some other things. And while it sounds like she may have done things she regretted in her past, she says those days are behind her.
Oh, well, I knew Nan wasn't... But why would people say she was? What did she ever do to them? It's not right.
No, it's not. But people do things for all sorts of reasons. Perhaps we'll never know.
Well, I'm going to find out. That trader, he said they were all talking about her in Dalimil. So that's where I'm going. I'll find someone who'll tell me, you'll see.
Are you sure that's wise? Whoever's spreading these rumors means Karen ill.
Oh, right. But That's why you'll be coming with me, isn't it, Clive?
I suppose it is.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be fun?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve a mystery.
I can certainly try. Who's gone missing this time?
It's not who, but what. Mid's scales, the ones she made for her workshop. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after the lesson, well, they vanished. My first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they had nothing to do with their having disappeared. Which almost certainly means they had everything to do with it.
Perhaps a visit from Sid will jog their memories.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, I'll have no choice but to discipline them accordingly. They were in the atrium when I last saw them, as always.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't mind. It's about the book you lent Ivan.
Ah, Valisthea, A Culinary Pilgrimage, a classic. One of my favorites, in fact. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such marvels in due course.
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose you know where I might find skyworm livers and drake's mint.
Ah, so the fabled Sandbriquois. Now,
dragon livers.
One would have thought. I believe that.
So we know where to look for our liver.
Saint's Bonnet in contemporary. I gather that one can. I may add that.
Meaning that.
Best of luck, Clive, and.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid!
Hard at your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol? And why would she have you dismembering her creations?
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well then, your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but it's the putting back we can't work out.
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom. Then...
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes, shall we? All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Midadol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each is just as important as the others. If even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. So let's think about what those roles might be. You already know one of the pieces, the body. Its role is to support everything else. But what of the others? This is called the arm. Why do you suppose that is? It doesn't look much like an arm.
You're right. It looks more like a wing. Like a chocobo wing!
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid? Will you teach me to ride one day?
I'll think about it. Now, what do arms do?
Hold things. So wait, maybe this arm holds things too?
Good thinking. You're on the right track. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a pan is, don't you?
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchens to fry bangers. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing stuff. But what if I wanted to weigh Goots? I don't think he'd fit on that little thing.
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. This tiny piece is what's called a cogwheel, or gear. Have you ever seen one before?
I have. Miss Midadol's dungeon is full of them. Most are on the floor.
She puts them in all her inventions. They spin round and round.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move. Do you remember if there was anything on the scales that moved?
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then somebody ate it.
Not my fault. You shouldn't have tried weighing it before lunch.
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. You see? It's not so difficult. So, now that we've taken stock of the parts and learned what they do, what do you think?
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings, if you're a chocobo. And then the arms hold the pans by the chains.
Very good. Let's see if that works. There. All finished.
Yes! We did it!
Well, with Sid's help.
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was you three engineers who showed me how.
That's right. We're Miss Midadol's hares.
Her hairs?
Yeah, hares for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway when we're older.
What do you think, Sid? Are we almost ready?
With a little more help from Miss Midadol and Miss Shirley, I'd say it won't be long at all.
You hear that? It won't be long.
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you?
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be...
Well, did you solve the mystery?
It was as you thought. They dismantled them.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I know how busy you are. I shall see that the
Please, there's no need. She'd have them follow.
I see. Sid, do you know...
She told me it was because her
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full to anyone else it would, but that should come as no...
Which explains her heirs. She's working to give them a better life. And so should I. What's the odd engineering lesson?
Ah, you've given them far more than that.